Okay.
Good evening. Am I audible? Hmm. Good morning, Professor David.
Morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear.
Beautiful.
So, David, how are you?
Doing
Namaskar.
well. I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
Very fine, sir. So nice of you. After watching you long time, sir. Hmm?
Yes. Yes. And our paper was recently published.
Yes. That was very good, and hope that your visit will make many things more meaningful here
Oh, I'm
in days
looking
to come.
forward to it. My wife and I looking forward to it.
Yes, yes, yes. So, David, this course has what you call it, aroused a very huge response from the students and practitioners. Huh? This
Very
time
nice.
there is a lot of demand for the course, and I think people have a lot of expectation. And because of your name, also so many uh, people have joined this course and hope that it will be up to their full satisfaction. Because normally the way in which you cover that is always a moral booster for everybody. Huh?
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It's
We have
also a lot because of.
sir. We have one of our live guest actually, Professor
Good morning.
T.J. Savik, sir, from Poland.
Good morning. We had
Good
the chance
morning.
to meet many years ago at the conference in Ottawa. There was a conference organized by Alexander Dolgoy, and
Right.
we have
Right.
met you.
Right. Right. Right.
If you remember the time.
I do.
Sir, he's physically here sitting just behind me, sir. Below.
Oh,
Yes.
very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
I hope you enjoy your visit to India.
Greatly. It was my first time. I greatly enjoyed.
Very nice. Very nice. I envy this
Oh,
opportunity.
Hey, you will be there, sir. Don't bother, sir. You will be here very soon.
you should follow me.
Yeah.
So, David, we have a young man from Mackenzie who is well known to me since his days of PhD, Dr. K. Ganesh, actually.
Hello,
He's
sir.
a partner holding in the very important post in the Mackenzie here in India.
Very nice.
And we have my best friend and one of the renowned professor currently looking after the directorship of Indo-French division, Professor Nitin Seth, sir. He's looking after a very important responsibility in the departments of science and technology. So he's here as one of the chief guests
Very
of
nice.
today's function.
Very nice.
And then the course has been totally, sir, this time marketed with the help of one of the component of the skill ministry, sir, NSDC, and its the CEO and MD is with us, Mr. Manish Upadhyay, and the man and group who has created such a large response in a short amount of time is Yogesh Bhatt. You can see here from the Mashai school, and they have been people who have marketed it very nicely this time, sir. Such a huge response is evoked for this course.
Very nice.
And with this group, sir, now we are going to have our own team here. As usual, you know very well, behind the scene, more than 10, 15 persons are involved. They are doing all the basic work, maintaining the website and supplementary material, conducting quizzes. They all will be here.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
So with your permission, Professor David, we can start the ceremony. Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
So, hello everyone, and a warm welcome to the inaugural session of the Global Online Certification course on Generative AI for Data-Driven Business Decision Making 2025. On behalf of the Indian Institute of Management, Mumbai, I would like to thank all the dignitaries, faculty, and course participants for gracing us with their presence on this occasion as we begin this journey of learning. We are honored to have with us our chief guest, Dr. K. Ganesh, partner and global lead of MSc Center of Competence at McKinsey & Company. We are also privileged to have Dr. Nitin Shet, Director, Indo-French Center for the Promotion of Advanced Research, as our guest of honor. And keynote speaker, Professor Tedio Savik, Professor of Reykjavik University, Iceland. Additionally, we have with us Mr. Manish Upadhyay, Consultant and CEO of National Skill Development Corporation, NSDC, our program partner, and Mr. Yogesh Bhatt, co-founder and SVP of Masai School, our Edtech partner. We also have with us our reputed and world-renowned course instructor, Professor David Simchilevi, Professor of Business and Supply Chain Analytics, Director of Data Science Lab, MIT, USA, and Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari, Director, IIM Mumbai. In today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, generative AI is transforming how businesses analyze data and make strategic decisions. To address this growing need, IIM Mumbai proudly presents the Generative AI for Data-Driven Business Decision Making 2025 course. Designed to equip professionals and students with advanced AI and automation skills, this program will help participants enhance their decision making, optimize workflow, and drive innovations for sustainable competitive advantage. We thank everyone for their overwhelming response to this course. Without further delay, I would now like to call Student Coordinator Harsh to give a brief about our institute, the course, and its registration statistics. Over to you, Harsh.
Thank you, Debankit. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the inauguration ceremony of this transformative. We are thrilled to have you all here as we embark on this exciting journey together. Today marks the beginning of an enriching experience that promises to equip you with valuable knowledge and skill sets, empowering you to make a significant impact in your respective fields. Together, let us inaugurate this course with enthusiasm and a shared commitment to excellence. May this be the beginning of a transformative and rewarding educational journey for each one of us. Now, let me give you a brief about IIM Mumbai. IIM Mumbai, previously known as NITI, was established by the Government of India in 1963 with the assistance of United Nations Development Programme UNDP and the International Labour Organization ILO. It is ranked 6th in the NRF ranking among top management institutes across India. IIM Mumbai is committed to creating skilled professionals in diverse functional areas like operation and supply chain management, analytics, finance, marketing, project management, HR, information technology, and sustainability management. IIM Mumbai, under the dynamic leadership of Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari, has become the nodal hub for capacity building in logistics and supply chain management to promote the PM Gati Shakti master plan. IIM Mumbai students have regular interactions and sessions with industry leaders and leading researchers, especially in supply chain and operations management. Now, following the phenomenal success of previous global online certification courses, IIM Mumbai proudly introduces the Global Online Certification course on Generative AI for Data-Driven Business Decision Making 2025. Over the next 16 lectures, this course covers key machine learning and optimization techniques, including regression models, classification methods, ensemble learning, clustering, integer programming, and stochastic programming. It also explores advanced topics like CNNs, RNNs, and practical demonstrations using Excel Miner. Through real-world case studies, this course equips professionals with practical strategies for building agile, high-performing supply chains. We will also delve into case discussions on retail, CPG, high-tech, online fashion retailer Zalando. As we navigate this course together, you will build resilience and flexibility to handle global disruptions and approaches to achieving sustainability by balancing efficiency with carbon footprint reduction. Introducing our course instructors, Professor David Senji Levy is a global authority in supply chain and data analytics and the director of the Data Science Lab at MIT, USA. He is the recipient of prestigious Informs Impact Prize 2020 for his work on supply chain resilience. His book, Designing and Managing the Supply Chain, is a staple across B schools for the supply chain management courses. And sir, I must say, your book has been a lifeline for our supply chain courses. The depth of insights and practical examples have greatly enhanced our understanding, making complex concepts much more accessible and applicable. Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari is himself a stalwart in the operation and supply chain management domain with over 320 plus publications in the international journals. He also received the most influential researcher award in this domain. He was awarded the prestigious David F. Baker Distinguished Research Award from the Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineers, IISE, and is rated second among the many researchers working in logistics and supply chain management in India. IIM Mumbai has successfully completed global online certification courses in diverse fields like supply chain digitization and management, end-to-end supply chain transformation through digitization, and business and operations analytics, and many more. The courses received an overwhelming response with 21,000 plus individuals from reputed national and international organizations. Some prominent academic institutes include the IITs, IIMs, IIFT, University of London, University of Warwick, and some eminent organizations include Micron, Accenture, HPCL, Cipla, HUL, PNG, GE, ITC, Amul, Deloitte, General Mills, IBM, Titan, Reliance, PwC, and many more. Some of the organizations which were a part of this course are Micron, Tata Steel, Accenture, Cipla, Wipro, and many more. We have also received overwhelming participation from educational institutes like IIM Bangalore, IIM Lucknow, IFEEL, MDI Gurgaon, IIM Shillong, and other prominent institutes from all over the world. Now, this course is an initiative to accelerate the adoption of PM Gati Shakti scheme, a national master plan as conceived by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. This plan aims at making India a developed nation in the next 25 years by improving its logistical capability. It is essentially a digital platform that brings 16 union ministries together, including the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, for integrated planning, coordination, and implementation of infrastructure connectivity projects for comprehensive and inclusive socio-economic progress in different parts of the country. To further understand the vision and mission of the PM Gati Shakti scheme, we have a small video for you.
During the Amrit Mahotsav of independence, from water to land, and from land to the sky, from roadways to markets, and markets to businesses, from highways to airports, and railways to seas, from infrastructural planning to its execution, from education to employment. Everything is getting connected by the country's first integrated connectivity scheme, PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan shall accelerate connectivity, boost investments worth billions, and strengthen the country's infrastructure. It'll lay India's foundation for the next 25 years, shaping a new future. The Ministry of Education has taken up the responsibility to give impetus to Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's vision. PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan has brought together premier institutes, including IIM Mumbai, earlier known as NITI, IITs, NITs, triple ITs and IIMs to train the team engaged in its effective implementation and provide them with scheme-centric skills. AICTE Training and Learning Academy, ATAL, is preparing to provide learning courses for talent education, faculty training and skilling aligned to PM Gati Shakti. IIM Mumbai has been playing a significant role as the nodal hub for capacity building in PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan. The courses developed and designed by IIM Mumbai will cover each and every aspect related to agri-food supply chain management to strategic management in rail and road transportation. More than 75,000 students and officers will be given 30 hours of training in these courses under IIM Mumbai's leadership. This training shall be an unparalleled blend of high-level teaching, training, skill development and capacity building. Through this scheme, the government has given priority to topics like climate change, decarbonization of logistics and sustainable supply chains. Moving ahead in this direction, the Ministry of Education organized an online workshop on 28th June 2022 in collaboration with IIM Mumbai and BISAG-N. In this workshop, the officials were briefed on topics like promotion of satellite communication, geoinformatics, and geospatial technology and multimodal logistics for urban planning. Initiatives to promote the application of geospatial technology and geoinformatics developed by BISAG-N Ahmedabad have been made in the logistics and transport sector. Their cooperation is expected in this regard. This campaign by the Ministry of Education under the National Education Policy shall enable professionals and entrepreneurs. We are prepared to reduce the transportation cost from 14% to 9% and achieve the goals set by the Government of India. These special learning courses by the Ministry of Education shall not only enhance the talent connected to PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan, but also equip them with the latest technology, polish their skills, and double PM Gati Shakti's developmental speed.
पीएम गति शक्ति मास्टर प्लान सरकारी प्रोसेस और उससे जुड़े अलग अलग स्टेक होल्डर्स को तो एक साथ लाता ही है। ये ट्रांसपोर्टेशन के अलग अलग मोड्स को आपस में जोड़ने में भी मदद करता है। ये होलिस्टिक गवर्नेंस का विस्तार है।
We appreciate your involvement and thank you for sparing the valuable time for this session. Thank you. Over to you, Devankit.
Now I would like to call upon Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari, Director IIM Mumbai, for the welcome address. Professor Tiwari is the Director of IIM Mumbai, additionally Vice Chancellor of Tata Institute of Social Science. He is a higher academic grade professor from Department of Industrial and System Engineering, IIT Kharagpur. He has been awarded the prestigious David F. Baker Distinguished Research Award from the Institute of Industrial and System Engineering. He is the first ever researcher and professional based in India to receive these awards. He has published more than 350 papers in reputed international journals and is also the recipient of Most Influential Researcher Award in the domain of operations and supply chain management. It is because of his stellar vision and leadership that this course has made itself possible. Director sir, I kindly request you to share a few words.
Thank you, Devankit. And first of all, let me express my profound regards to Professor David Simshi Levy for accepting our request always to launch such kind of advanced courses which are meeting the current requirements of the industry and many other service-related organizations. And I'm also thankful to my friends from Poland, Professor T.J. Savik and his wife, Dr. Asha, and they all joined here to have many more workshops, seminar and courses. and he's also attending this course along with my beloved friend, Professor Nitin Seth, who is currently as a director of the Indo-French Scientific Promotion Council. And then we have Mr. Dr. K. Ganeshji, partner and global lead of MSc Center of Competence, McKinsey and Company, along with our partners in SDC, Dr. Mr. Manish, and from Masai School, Mr. Yogesh Bhatt, and my all beloved participants from many organizations and many places, and hope that we will do something which can help them to understand subject better. Now, coming to Professor David, no, he is one of the very renowned professor leading from France, and his popularity in the domain of his scholarly contribution throughout world is well known by virtue of his being the management science editor-in-chief for 6 years. Before that, he was also editor-in-chief of the OR, one of the renowned informed journal. And above all, he is also INA fellow, National Engineering Fellow of America, which is very, very prestigious organizations, and becoming the fellow of National Academy of Engineering US is one of the best prestigious, reward, and he belongs to that club. And along with that, Professor David is leading directly data science lab, and many of the perform very, special contributions, and some of the cutting edge research that he publishes. They deserve a special mention in the science journals, as well as the reports that are produced by Government of India, Government of America for different kind of guidelines. So recently we have joined an idea to pass the knowledge in the domain of generative AI. And we all know that generative AI basically refers to the machine learning models that can generate many forms of data based on the input prompts. And a key subset of generative AI, all we know, is the large language models, which are trained on vast amount of data, particular textual data, to understand some of the produce, which are giving human-like responses. And these LLMs are made of different kind of transformer-based architectures like BART, and that follows the encoder-decoder kind of models. And Professor David will certainly, during his presentation, he will talk about both the models and how they are being used actually to create the contents as well as instructions. And we are very happy to know that recently we saw his paper in the Harvard Business Review, where he has used the LLM to solve some of the key challenges problems of the supply chain, and other kind of things which are connected with the large language models are like BART mode, that is bidirectional autoregressive transformer, and then well-known ChatGPT 3, ChatGPT 4, now DeepSeek. They are some of the recent platforms that are covering a lot of information about the generative AI. And when you go by this thing for smaller operations, we have foundation models that serve as a base architecture for many AI applications. They're also trained on the large data sets and can be fine-tuned for specific examples. And we have seen that OpenGPT, Google's Forms, Meta's LLMA, they are the models which are adaptable and cross domains, making them highly valuable in the business applications. And we have seen some of the very glaring examples which are given in the decision making, particular business scenarios, are like, say, in marketing, how they are they are using LLM for content generation, for personalized advertising, for customer sentiment analysis, and for automated chatbots, enhancing the customer engagement and campaign effectiveness. In finance, AI-driven models are very popular in the risk management, fraud detection, algorithmic trading, and also automated report generation, improving the efficiency and accuracy. So, and the project management is one also not lagging behind, and there are also find plenty of applications of the AI and generative AI, where the project reports are being generated and timelines are being maintained, and also the automate routine documentation, reducing many of the manual efforts and improving the project execution speed. And portfolio management also have seen recently the several applications of generative AI by predicting the trends, automating investment insights, and optimizing and assistance the allocation based on the historical data and market patterns. So with this, Professor David has designed a course, and we are also being part of that one, like how he is going to move with this course, like say foundations of the analytics and generative AI, then predictive analytics, regression classification tools, and how the predictive analytics like regression and classification techniques, then prescriptive analytics like some of the optimization models. Recently, we are seeing that a lot of new trends are coming up. How that LLM can be used as optimizer for solving some of the key challenging problems. And along with Professor David, we have built up an LLM-based model for predicting and optimizing the resilience of the supply chain, which we jointly published and reported in the recently by Professor Alexandri in the International Production Research, and it was a very good compendium work done by the Professor Salvendi, who is also a renowned professor earlier from the Purdue University, but now placed in the Florida Central University. So with him, another type of title courses are generative AI in the operations and supply chain management and generative AI in the revenue management. So some of the topics which are going to be covered by this process, and hope that the entire community of the participants who is attending this course, they will enjoy experience. And once again, I welcome all of them at this digital platform of the IIM Mumbai. And my sincere thanks to my friend Professor Nitin Seth and Dr. K. Ganesh and Professor T.J. Savik and Madam Dr. Asha and Manish ji and Yogesh Bhatt and all my colleagues sitting behind us in another room where they are managing this entire operations from so many months to see this day. Thank you once again for all for coming to this platform. Namaskar to all of you.
Thank you, Director Sir, for your inspiring words. Now, with great pleasure, I invite Professor David Senchilevi, our lead instructor for the course, to share his thoughts. He is the Director of Data Science Lab, MIT, USA, and former Editor-in-Chief of the Management Science and Operation Research to prestigious Informs Journal. Professor Senchilevi is renowned expert in supply chain analytics and decision tree. He founded Logic Tools, now part of IBM, and later co-founded Ops Rules and Analytics, which are now part of Accenture. In 2023, he was elected a member of the National Academy of Engineering for his contribution to the field. This course marks his 15th collaboration with IIM Mumbai, following the success of 14 global online certification courses in supply chain management and data analytics. The GOC programs have attracted over 22,000 participants from 18 plus countries, with nearly 16,000 participants taught by Professor Senchilevi himself. Sir, it is an honor to have you with us. We invite to share your thoughts.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Professor Manoj, for not only organizing this course, but our friendship over the last, since we first met, 6 years, starting with educational partnership and recently with a focus on collaboration on research. Honorable guests, faculty, the faculty who worked hard to make this course happen, the students who collaborated with Professor Manoj, the faculty who worked on the class, myself, to make this a memorable event, and all the participants, including professionals and students. It's really a great honor to collaborate with you and focus on an educational program around generative AI for decision making. A little bit of background, maybe about myself and how this ties to this class. I'm an academic, as Professor Manoj mentioned, but in parallel, I started a few companies. The first company was in the area of supply chain analytics, a company that I started in '97, and in 2008, it became part of IBM technology infrastructure At that time, we had around 300 clients using our technology for supply chain decisions, network optimization, multi-echelon inventory decisions, and sometime for production planning and scheduling. I stayed with IBM a couple of years, and then in 2011, I started a company focusing on using machine learning and AI for decision making. And very quickly, I realized that to do that effectively, you need cloud technology. So I started a cloud technology company. A year later, both companies became part of Accenture in 2016, 2017. Today, I'm company free. I'm just leading the MIT Data Science Lab. But many of the case studies, many of the concepts, many of the framework that I will share with you here have been developed over the years with collaboration in industry. So a lot of time you will see case studies, framework, examples, where we start with a challenge that the company has, that the company had. We talk about what was developed and we look at the impact. So this will not be the forecast. This will not be my estimation. This is what the companies reported as a result of the implementation. Sometimes I will report about situations where we failed. It did not work. But if you are careful, you learn a lot, not only from success stories, but also from a situation where you fail. This specific class is focused on my experience working with companies in multiple industries, realizing that something that you all know very well, that today businesses are endowed with huge amount of data. Some of it is internal data, a lot of it is external data, including information about their customers and suppliers, economic indicators, and the like. But my experience is that most businesses are not necessarily using this data in an effective way to make decisions. Some companies make decisions based on intuition and gut feeling. Other companies apply a variety of tools that use analytics to make better decisions. Even those companies that apply data and analytics to make better decisions spend huge amount of time and effort to understand the recommendation from their tool, to analyze many different scenarios, to update the model because there are changes in the environment, there are new products that they introduce to the market, there are old products that they take out of their portfolio. This takes time, this takes effort, a lot of time because they don't understand what the recommendation by the machine is. They don't trust the machine, therefore they don't follow the recommendation. Imagine now a world where executives, business planners start using AI and machine learning to predict demand, to understand consumer behavior, to analyze supplier response time, and then they apply optimization technology to make better decisions, pricing decisions, maybe marketing decisions, or perhaps supply chain decisions like focusing on optimizing inventory or optimizing their S&OP process. And finally, they apply generative AI to explain, to understand the recommendation from their technology, to automate the analysis of many scenarios, and to increase their productivity. This is exactly the focus of our class, using predictive analytics, machine learning, to understand the environment, prescriptive, using optimization technology to make better decisions, and finally, using large language models, like with the emphasis of Professor Manouch, generative AI, to reduce the time to make better decisions while increasing productivity. This will be the focus of our class. We will cover a variety of applications, from supply chain to business risk and resiliency, all the way to pricing, personalized offering, and marketing. And we will demonstrate these technologies and capabilities with case studies and examples from multiple industries. We will start with CPG, consumer packaged goods industry. We'll focus on the automotive industry, highlight example from high tech and pharmaceutical. So hopefully this community of students and professionals will have an opportunity to take insight from many of the framework, models, techniques, technology that we will illustrate here to make an impact on their own businesses or their own career. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to this collaboration with IIM Mumbai, with Professor Manoj, his team, and all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor David, your insightful words. It's always an honor and an enriching experience to hear from you. Due to time commitments, we will be making a slight adjustment to our program. We would like to invite our esteemed chief guest. We are privileged to welcome Dr. K. Ganesh, a distinguished leader and global expert in business strategy, supply chain transformator, and data-driven decision-making. Dr. Ganesh is a partner and global lead of Manufacturing and Supply Chain Center of Competence at McKinsey & Company. With over 20 years of experience, he has led groundbreaking transformation in logistics, supply chain optimization, and business intelligence across industries such as automotive, consumer goods, chemical, and pharmaceuticals. An accomplished academician and a thought leader, Dr. Ganesh holds a PhD in supply chain management from IIT Madras, Masters in Industrial Engineering from NIT Trichy, and a Bachelor's in Mechanical and Production Engineering from Annamalai University. He has authored over 200 research papers in top international journals and 15 plus books, shaping the future of supply chain strategy and AI-driven optimization and business analytics. Beyond his academic and professional achievements, Dr. Ganesh has also been instrumental in shaping cutting-edge supply chain strategies, inventory optimization, demand forecasting, and logistic excellence for some of the world's top organizations. Without further delay, let us welcome our chief guest, Dr. K. Ganesh, to share his insights with us.
Yeah, hope I'm audible to everyone, right? Yeah. Thanks a lot. Good. I think very, very glad to be here, and it's a very privileged moment for me to be here in this esteemed event. So I think let's step back, right? I think today AI and Gen AI is evolving lot. Everyone know. So my topic is don't stagnate yourself. Stagnate is not a choice, right? Definitely innovate future with the agentic Gen AI, which is very important for all of us, right? If you ask me the question, will Gen AI replace you? The question is, the very tough question. But the answer is no. The Gen AI will not replace you, but the person using Gen AI will replace you, right? I think today what is important is, how do we kind of step back and think through the Gen AI applications in multiple areas is what's important, right? And let's actually look at the past. The past is very simple, right? I think people actually look at from a information inside, which is a more of why did it happen. So that is like more of why did it happen in the past. There is more of explanatory, which is descriptive element, right? But the many companies, many organizations are moving now how this is going to happen, which is like predictive, right? Moving from an information insight to a prediction insight, right? Why did it happen? From there, what will happen, right? So that is not enough for the industry. Industry actually is long way to go. Industry need to catch up lot of variability, and that's where instead of what will happen, it goes to hey, come on. I think let's go into a optimization foresight, right? Can I actually look at from the context where can I actually predict, move from predict to a prescriptive? Can I have solutions to have a prescribed answer? I think that's where it's so important from prescriptive answer, right? So prescriptive is not enough. People actually move from prescriptive to a next level, which is, can I use my system to generate content, which is more of a generative AI? Can I actually have a system to generate content? Yes. I think that's where the Gen AI comes in, right? So now let's step back and understand how the Gen AI is helpful, how the Gen AI is useful for many organizations, right? There are three ways the Gen AI is useful, friends. One is Gen AI is actually useful from the insight extraction. How do we extract insight? How do we extract a lot of insights in the organization is where I think Gen AI is very useful. Second is like, how do we generate content? Can we generate content today in a much more scalable way, right? Today, organizations are getting scalable. Organization actually is going global, getting complex. And that's where Gen AI is actually very helpful in terms of generating content, right? Not only that, it is also beyond that. Can we use the Gen AI for a user interaction? I think probably a lot of you actually have a lot of experience, using Indigo booking or Air India booking, right? And that's where I think, can we have a system to act as a human-like, almost user interaction, right? So Gen AI is going to be faster, scalable, as well it's going to be like a user friendly, right? Now, what are the different ways in which Gen AI can helpful? Gen AI actually far more than ChatGPT, right? So it is enable many new capabilities across different modalities. One is text, other is code, it can be image, it can be audio, video, other. So there are multiple applications. Probably I'll give a 30 seconds. What are the different applications which I myself seen in my experience, right? So one of the organization actually have 3 sales experts. They actually very much worried whether the sales experts are going to retire in the next 6 months. How do you manage the show? What I've done myself, we created a chat GPT by capturing the 6 months of audio. From there, we could able to kind of figure out the entire audio being captured, and the chat GPT almost answered 97% of the questions, come from the sales force. I think that's the power of the, Gen AI audio application. I'll give other application, right? One of my other client, a restaurant client, okay? They actually scan all the restaurant menu card. From there, they actually knock the door to the client. Hey, can we have I actually gone through all your restaurant menu. Now I know what you need. So you can knock the door with much more information. I think that's where Gen AI is more powerful. If you go to the next slide, I think what you see, you probably can see 200 plus companies are entering into this in the last 2-3 years. The diverse players developing Gen AI technology across modalities, that clearly indicates Gen AI is actually need of the hour. Many people would love to, leverage Gen AI, and that's where I think the industry is also getting into it, right? So, having said this, if you move to the next slide, many players are there. That's very clear, right? What is the opportunity going to come along? Friends, you don't believe. Almost like 5 to 8 trillion is going to get captured by Gen AI. Almost like a 5 to 8% of the GDP, right? That is like a huge amount. Almost 5 to 8% of GDP is going to get captured by the Gen AI. And you don't believe supply chain itself will take a 30% of that, right? 40% of that, right? So that way I think supply chain applications using Gen AI is going to be huge. How this is going to happen? This is going to happen through acceleration of the process, through augmentation of the capabilities, and through automation of activities. And that's where I think Gen AI, I think, is much more helpful. One example, right? Today, creation of the RFI or RFQ or RFP in a logistics contracting or in a procurement contracting may take a week's time, but Gen AI is going to do in the few hours, right? I think that's where, how do we augment the capability of the people and make it happen? So almost like 5 to 8 trillion is going to come along. Great. Now, if you could look at this slide, very interesting slide, right? The very busy slide, but Gen AI is going to have applications across functions. If you see the right-hand side, the top, you see multiple functions, which is, I probably give a background to the slide, right? The slide is white is low impact and the darker blue is high impact. Multiple function within the organization is going to have impact through Gen AI. The right-hand side is a lot of functions. What you see is almost like sales and marketing, software engineering, R&D, and supply chain. All of them is going to have a huge applications and huge impact through Gen AI. And you see the left-hand side is industries. Many industries going to have actually impact. Consumer industry, telecommunications, pharma. So all of these industries will have a huge impact using Gen AI. So each and every industry, each and every functions within the industry, it will have huge impact. And it's a very, very important time for us to leverage this benefit, right? So having said this, if you move to the next slide, we have seen the the implications in the functions as well the industry, right? Now, if you take any industry, right, almost like end-to-end applications within the functions, end-to-end applications. How do we do the root cause analysis better? How do you do the contracting better? How do you do the the production planning better? I think Gen AI is going to be like bring the new use cases, which is like emerging with a multiple sector. I think it's a very, very high time for us to involve, understand the basics of Gen AI. Otherwise, the next generation is going to take over everything, right? I think that's a important element which I want to kind of indicate. If you go to the next slide, which is a critical slide, I think at least many of my clients are using Gen AI. As I mentioned, right, in terms of the insight extraction, content generation, as well user interaction, these are some of the companies. They actually created their own large language models, foundation models. That's how it's going to be powerful. Let's assume Bosch actually have their own large foundation models. If you look at the Airbus, they actually use Gen AI to reduce the generative design of the partition of the airplane almost like 1/4 of the time. So likewise, Daimler as a company, they actually use a Gen AI in multiple aspects, right? So that way, I think Gen AI, I think it's going to be useful in many industry, and these are some of the industry already pioneering this in a much more way, right? Last 30 more seconds. If you go to the next slide, I think what is powerful? See, organization who's going to use Gen AI, they need to have the right tech stack. Without the right tech stack, you cannot actually have it. You need to have a right tech stack, the right machine learning operations, the right foundation models, the right use cases, all has to be there. So setting the tech stack is much more important, much more critical if you want to leverage a Gen AI applications. So it is not easy for every industry, for every organization who actually really wanted to move the needle. The tech stack is so important. The tech stack establishment is not easy. So that's where I think without establishing the right tech stack, if you move the needle, Gen AI may not actually give the right benefit. So let's actually establish the right tech stack, right? So with this, if you go to the next slide, see, I probably want to highlight also, right? The Gen AI also have a lot of risk, right? The risk is in terms of bias. There are biasness can come from the model. There are IP risk will come. There are homogeneity come. Odd homogeneity. Same people use the same amount of data, so homogeneity can come. And there is a possibility where the hallucination also can happen. Even there is a safety complications. So there are multiple risks involved by using Gen AI. But guys, don't worry, right? If you move to the next slide, there are many companies started creating the tools and techniques and models to manage and mitigate the risk, right? So if I've seen at least some of my clients really wanted to have a Gen AI, the bigger complication is the risk, but don't worry, we are actually very good software, the tools and techniques to even mitigate the Gen AI risk. That's why I think we don't need to worry, guys. I think all the IP risk and all the hallucinations and all the complications actually is going to be there, but definitely we actually overcome this for sure, right? One question come along, right? Maybe the last 20-second level. Ganesh, is it human involvement is going to be less? No, right? If you see the right-hand side, you see the dog as well, the cupcake, you see the dog as well, mob. The human intelligence is important, friends. We cannot replace human intelligence. Obviously, we need human intelligence to kind of have a right decision making, that's for sure. So the human intelligence is important. We're not going to actually completely ignore human intelligence, but at the same time, wherever the value-added activities, wherever the reduction of the time has to happen, that's where I think Gen AI can be useful. I think at least McKinsey have seen there are, we expected almost 4x, 5x operations, but it may not be that level. It may be like a 2x level. But I think maybe in the next decade, this, no, I don't even say decade, right? Maybe in the next 3-4 years, the applications can go much more beyond the current level. Definitely the industry will actually going to get benefit of it, right? So I think I want to set the context. Otherwise, thanks for the opportunity. Thanks to the, I know I've seen 600 plus members are in this particular event. All the very best to everyone, and thanks for the real opportunity. Learning about GenAI is very critical. Please leverage and move the needle in effective way. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Your words that were really insightful and enriching. It is with our privilege to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Nitin Sheth, a distinguished leader in supply chain management, operational excellence, and sustainability with over 25 years of experience across industry, academia, and international consulting. He has been instrumental in driving innovation and efficiency in global supply chain. Currently serving as the director of Indo-French Center for Promotion of Advanced Research, Dr. Sheth has played a key role in fostering international collaboration in advanced research. Previously, he led Center for Trade Facilitation and Logistics at IIFT, shaping supply chain strategies and mentoring industry professionals. A PhD and MTech from IIT Delhi, an MBA from International Business, and a strong consulting background. His expertise spans multiple industries from pharmaceuticals to consumer electronics, optimization of logistics, and business transformation globally. His presence today is truly invaluable. Let us warmly welcome Dr. Nitin Sheth to share his thoughts with us.
So, my voice is audible, I hope so.
Nitin, you are fully audible. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for the kind introductions, and I'm really honored today for the inauguration of Global Online Certificate course on Generative AI and Data-Driven Business Decision Making 2025. I'm really congratulating, truly happy to see that IIM Mumbai has taken a lead under PM Gati Shakti program in collaboration with Professor David from MIT to launch this program. I express my sincere appreciation to Professor David for invaluable cooperation, bringing together the expertise of MIT, IIM Mumbai to empower the professionals on the cutting-edge AI-driven decision-making skills. Professor Tiwari's visionary leadership and making this transformative course definitely is a value added to all the participants, and I'm sure that this course will provide a great insight for all the participants to learn the deeper insights of AI and maybe 100% useful to their transformations of business. I'm sure that a lot has been talked on different aspects of AI, but I would like to start with India's transformation. This particular period which is going on is an Amrut Kal, which we say Amrit Kal. When the technology is reshaping industries at an unprecedented pace, the entire globe is visualizing that how the India is transforming at a rapid and unprecedented speed. Recently on 10th and 15th of February, India was co-chairing the Global AI Summit in Paris. Under such a transformation era of generative AI, wherein I am sure that this particular course will definitely add all the participants to take a real life practical decisions. Now, generative AI stands at the forefront of this transformation because each and every business needs a different set of transformations, because if the business are not transforming, they will definitely be out. It is no longer a tool for automation. Initially, generative AI started as a tool for automation, but it is a strategic enabler for business, empowering the decision makers with real-time insights, predictive capabilities, adaptive intelligence to navigate today's dynamic business landscape. Generative AI is transforming the way the businesses operate. It is offering the most powerful data analytics tool for customer services, internal operations, enhancing the business dimensions. I'm sure that this program will provide an opportunity to all the participants to understand the challenges and the opportunities which are coming, challenges which the companies face, and they will equip the participants to upgrade themselves to handle these challenges and enhance their business competitiveness. I would like to mention a small point in a recent report on impact, opportunities and challenges of generative AI by Digital India, Ministry of Electronics and Information, NASSCOM, International E-Governance Mission. It is very clear that AI and ML specialist is a fastest growing job in the global. especially in India, it is one of the top 10 jobs which is there. And it is very surprising that top 10 declining jobs include bank tellers, postal, deliveries, data entry services, material handling, accounting, legislation, sales, and all. In this program, it is extremely, extremely important for all the participants to go along with the fastest developing India and the globe to learn on these skills of technologies. Early adopters, early learners, early implementers of generative AI are visualizing different type of benefits, which is proven now globally, in which they have applied generative AI, and they were able to leverage the operational efficiencies, enhance the customer experience. Globally, generative AI has the capabilities to transform the business. For example, Airbus has recently transformed its entire operation and innovation processes using generative AI. AI assistance provides now provide aircraft manufacturing instructions, enhancing the accessibilities to technical data and facilitating precise task guidance. Toyota is using generative AI to incorporate engineering constraint into vehicle design and optimizing their matrices for aerodynamic drag for their EV vehicles. Mercedes-Benz is leveraging generative AI for its Hey Mercedes feature, which is a beta version currently with more than 900,000 users. General Mills is using generative AI to enhance their customer experience. PepsiCo is harnessing generative AI to enhance their customer feedback. Unilever is using for its contract reviews and contracts management. Now it is very fast. Earlier they used to pay a heavy amount for the contract management. Now they are very fast and generative. With the generative AI, they are using it very fast. British Petroleum is leveraging generative AI to assist employees for daily task and email management. Morgan Stanley is using ChatGPT-4 as an AI tool for their financial advisors. And the list is evolving, many more. I am sure that this program, generative AI, will upgrade you on different skills of the technologies, tools like advancements of LLM models, which Professor Tiwari has mentioned, and all other things. And I'm sure it will help you out in enhancing productivity, efficiencies, and accelerate innovation, ultimately driving the economic growth at both national and the global level. For a country like India, now, which is at the cusp of transformations on technological, industrial, and innovation revolution, definitely an AI-driven decision making can propel towards a more competitive and resilient economy. As a director of Indo-French Center for Promotion of Advanced Research, I not only deeply understand the significance of international collaboration in driving the technological advancements, but also understand that how the AI is extremely, extremely important for reshaping the businesses and research also, because there are new research directions and other things are coming. I would like to once again congratulate Professor David and Professor Manoj Tiwari for designing this beautiful course. Although it took me time to understand what are the different aspects for this, but it is a really beautiful course. And personally, from the core of heart, I will miss attending myself as a participant. I would love to attend this course also, but because of paucity of time, because a lot of things are there which are very, very new to me also, I would have loved to attend this course, but it is truly a beautifully designed course. I would congratulate Professor David and Professor Manoj once again on this. I'm sure all the participants would treat this particular course as an opportunity in fostering better understanding of technologicals. My sincere appreciations to IIM Mumbai for leading this collaboration and reinforcing India's role as a global knowledge hub, and collaborating with MIT definitely puts up a better leveraging capacities that it is a global course for the benefit of everybody. To all the participants here today, I would say that you are embarking on a journey that will equip you with the transformative insights on a decision making into business, logistics, supply chain management. I'm sure that the skills which you acquire here will leverage your not only personal but organizational growth also, and as a collective value to our nation's economy, setting the stage for India's transformation as emphasized in Viksit Bharat 2047. I would like to tell to participants to use most of these opportunities. The skill you gain here is not only a step forward for your careers, but they will help you in shaping your business as a robust business ecosystem for India and aligning towards the national objectives. Once again, in the conclusion, I would like to express my gratitude to IIM Mumbai, Professor David, Professor Manoj for their visionary leadership in designing and launching this course. Thank you very much. I wish us success for the entire course. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nitin, and I am really proud to see that you have so much in-depth information and knowledge. And also you, I know very well, you are one of the very good professor with so much valuable credential. And many of the, top decision makers, they are also attached with you for different kind of applications in the OR applications, machine learning, and all other tools. So we hope that your suggestions and your valuable guidance in days to come we will get to improve the further our positioning on running this different kind of courses for Viksit Bharat. Thank you very much
Thank you,
for
sir.
coming.
Thank
And
you,
I'm
sir.
very
We are also launching a digital center on AI at Mumbai only very shortly. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. It is our honor to welcome next our keynote speaker, Professor Terio Savik, a distinguished scholar in industrial engineering and operations research at AGH University, Poland, and Reykjavik University, Iceland. With an illustrious career spanning over 11 years as the founding chair of the Department of Operations Research and IT, Professor Savik has authored numerous books and 150 plus research articles in prestigious journals. He is the editor-in-chief of Decision Making in Manufacturing and Service journals and a recipient of multiple Scientific Excellence Awards. Recognized among the world's top 2% scientists by Stanford University, his expertise includes supply chain risk management, stochastic optimization, and cybersecurity. His impact extends beyond academia with consultancy roles at leading research centers, including Motorola Advanced Technology Center. Please join me in welcoming Professor Terio Savik to share his thought with us.
Thank you so much for the introduction. It is my great honor and pleasure to be invited as a keynote speaker for this prestigious global online certification course on the GenAI application and decision making. I am a professor of industrial engineering and operations research, and I'm doing research on supply chain disruptions management and in general on supply chain optimization, on optimization of supply chain resiliency, optimization of supply chain availability under long-lasting crisis, supply chain optimization of supply chain cybersecurity, in particular optimization of cybersecurity investment in supply chain. So my keynote speech will be from the point of view of mathematical optimization to the Gen and I. So you are all aware that AI is a great predictive tool, analytics tool that's capable to evaluate or to process massive amounts of historical data to identify some patterns, to learn from the past or to make predictions about the future. On the other hand, mathematical optimization is a great prescriptive tool which allows us to generate best possible business decisions. Mathematical optimization is based on detailed mathematical models, and they can function as a digital twin to the environment and may easily respond to a changing environment and may be used for better mitigation the disruptions. On the other hand, the AI tools are dependent very much on the data, and when the environment is changing and there are some disruptions, perhaps some AI models should be retrained, which takes time. So in my opinion, of course, not only my opinion, these two areas, AI or Gen AI and the mathematical optimization are complementary areas. And in my opinion, mathematical optimization is a critical part of this combined system. supply chain disruptions management is a promising area of using Gen AI. For example, one of the examples, using the forecast made by the Gen AI or AI systems, we may easily or much better generate future disruption scenarios. And using the scenario-based stochastic programming or stochastic optimization, we are able to arrive at much better business decisions because of the scenario. Moreover, the Gen AI could be capable to generate scenarios which otherwise would not be considered by the decision makers. For example, in cybersecurity, in supply chain cybersecurity, some scenarios of breaching the different components of the supply chain could not be considered by the decision maker. However, the Gen AI may generate such a scenario. So there's a lot of contribution from this to the optimization. Another example which I consider, Gen AI can be used to better explain to the decision makers who do not have expertise in optimization the complex optimization models, the meaning of the constraints, the variables, the objective functions. They may also identify some infeasibilities that may occur during the optimization and explain what are the reasons of these infeasibilities, how to avoid in the future such infeasibilities. So a lot of complementary issues. I also think that my opinion is that perhaps in the future, the Gen AI can also help us to solve some difficult optimization problems that so far are not solved. For example, when we are talking about supply chain viability, a very important issue is what is the viability kernel for supply chains under long-lasting crisis. It is very difficult, and there are no results for that. However, perhaps with the help of Gen AI, this viability kernel can be established. It is just my opinion. And there are also many other issues that could be helped, could be solved with the help of Gen AI, such as problem of profitable or fair distribution, different types of fairness, fair distribution of profits within the supply chain. So we might use this. However, my opinion is that the mathematical optimization is a critical part of this fair AI and optimization. I also think that there are many possibilities to get more precise values of various parameters which are used in the optimization models using the AI. So the AI is just summarizing these two areas, AI and mathematical optimization, are complementary and very important to work together. This allows us to provide the decision makers with such a decision support system which was not available earlier. So that was my. I'd like to thank you very much for allowing me to share my point of view on the AI and Gen AI from the mathematical optimization point of view, and I hope I will not be replaced by AI in the nearest future. Thank you so much for listening to my keynote.
Yes, thank you, Professor Savik, for very nicely capturing some of the insights and how the infeasibilities and constraints of the normal optimization will going to be a very tough situation, but hope that emerging tools under GI, generative AI, they will have some good solutions for that. And thank you very much once again, sir, for coming and joining us. So go over to the student coordinator, please. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. Now, we are proud to collaborate with National Skill Development Corporation, NSDC, for this course, making the first successful partnership between NSDC and IIM Mumbai. NSDC plays a crucial role in empowering India's workforce through skill development, aligning education with industry needs to drive economic growth. It is our privilege to welcome Mr. Manish Upadhyay, consultant and CEO of NSDC and co-founder of Liquid and Org Traveler. With his vast expertise in Edtech, skill development, and digital learning, he has been instrumental in shaping India's skilling system. Sir, we are honored to have you with us. Please share your thoughts on this occasion.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and special thanks to Director Sir for this program, and IIM Mumbai faculty members, and most importantly, Professor David, who would be leading this particular program. And most importantly, I would also talk about learners. Big congratulations to them for choosing this program, which will hopefully help them in future career growth. For the benefit of everyone, I just want to highlight why NSDC is aligned to this program, because it's a new initiative from NSDC's perspective also. So National Skill Development Corporation is part of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Ministry. It reports to them, but it's an autonomous body with almost half of the members from corporate CII, FICCIs of the world. National Skill Development Corporation is aligned to Government of India's vision of making India a developed nation by 2047. And to realize this vision, we are working to skill the youth, students studying in higher education institutions, graduates, working professionals for the jobs of today as well as jobs of future. And one of the biggest challenges that we have undertaken, which we wish to address, is the skill gap which exists between what our education system is producing and what the industry wants. This has been discussed ad nauseum in the past also and today also, that there is a gap. Industry needs have jobs, but they're not employable enough people to get into those jobs. So we wish to address this challenge. One such initiative which we have now working with more than now 10 institute of national importance, with IIM Mumbai being one of them, other being IIT Guwahati, Institute of Foreign Trade, National Institute of Design, NALSA, Hyderabad, multiple NITs. We're working with them to bring their faculty, which are their gems, and make it available for India at large. Now, the idea is there are very few students who go through these, who get through the IIM and IIT exams in India, but what about rest? So this initiative is to take faculty time from IIM, from international faculty, and give it to Indian students and working professionals at large. And we've been working in this for last 2 years now. Another big initiative, another big focus, apart from bringing faculty to the audience, is most of the programs that we launch have a high component of skill, which is, the definition of skill from our perspective is industry tools, industry frameworks exposure beyond what they are, they are anyways getting exposed to in the education institution. So a lot of focus on tools and frameworks that industry needs. We are also working with now industry in a big way, where we're saying so that these gaps can be reduced. Most importantly, we work with now almost all big edtech players in India, Masai School being one of them, Veranda Learning, Physics Wala, Intel. So all big EdTech partners now are NSDC partners, and we work with them to curate these programs and take these programs to the market. So they are playing an important role. So NSDC is bringing higher education institution, EdTech partners, industry, all together, and playing a role of an ecosystem enabler role, with the idea that in the end, the skill gets the due weighted, and we reduce the gap between education and jobs in a big way. We have launched programs in AI, ML, cybersecurity, agri-entrepreneurship, logistics, climate, green energy, design, HR, analytics, all these domain. Also in cricket coach, type of a program. So we are looking at all domains of skilling, and not just restricted to AI, ML, and because India needs jobs in all the sectors. So that is the focus. I just quickly wish to highlight 2 points. I will make this conversation very short. And my favorite report, which I talk in all forum, is World Economic Forum 2025 report. And I urge all participants here to read this report, World Economic Forum report, because it beautifully lays down the future roadmap for India, for the world, for everyone. One of the 2 key aspects that this report talks about is one, that by 2030, almost 59% of world would need training. And and out of those 59%, saying that 29% would get upskilled and placed in their jobs, 19% would get upskilled and would be positioned in other jobs, while 11% might face huge job loss if they don't skill. So the importance of upskilling, training, retraining, it's a perpetual phenomena. It's a lifelong learning model, and I'm glad that many of you have now opted to get into this kind of a model. The second aspect that report highlights is the 3 fastest growing area are AI machine learning specialist, big data specialist, and fintech engineers. So this program, which talks about Gen AI for data driven decision making, indeed make you future ready and aligned to the future job growth prospects. I once again congratulate and thank you all for being part of this program, and especially Professor David, IIM Mumbai team, and Masai School for bringing it all together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Upadhyay, for sharing your valuable insights. We are delighted to welcome Mr. Yogesh Bhatt, co-founder and SVP of Masai School, our Edtech partner for this school. Masai School has played a vital role in making this program accessible for everyone. Sir, it's an honor to have you with us. We invite you to share your thoughts.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Let me begin with 2 beautiful words. Thank you. Thank you, Professor David from MIT, Professor Manoj Kumar ji from IIM Mumbai, and Manish ji from NSDC, and all other dignitaries. Thank you so much. And my big shout out to all the students who have enrolled out here. Can I see all of you are active? Can you go and type in the chat box which city or district you're from? Quickly, can you go ahead and type which city? So we have Pune, Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, Gurgaon, Kolkata, Gulbarga, Buldana, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Lucknow, Ujjain, Hosur, Goa, Noida, Chennai, Amravati, Dehradun, Meerut, Ghaziabad, Vizag, Kanpur, Kochi, Agartala, Chandigarh, again, it's going. So, Professor, I think virtually the representation of the country is here. If you take the map and you see India from north to south is around 3,000 kilometers, west to east around 3,000. I think this is what the magic is happening. Imagine if this program is in Mumbai or if it is in MIT, probably a handful of people would have made it there. But because it is being delivered online, because as long you have a device, as long you have an internet, and as long you have an intent, you can access the best of the world. So my dear students, I would like to share a quote with you. Intentions don't produce results, action produces results. You have taken an action of enrolling in this program, but I want to add to this. A lot of people are excited in the first action, but I want you to take continuous action by attending this course for the next 2 months. Not just attend, absorb what these I would say the best in the education and in the industry are offering. I think today the beauty what a platform like Edtech can bring you is it doesn't matter where you are from, doesn't matter what is your education background. Imagine that if you have to listen to Professor Manoj Kumar sir and you have to get into IIM Mumbai, crack those CAT exams, prepare for 2 years, get into the GD, and finally get an offer letter. But today, sir is there on the screen addressing you. So make use of it. My only submission here is a lot of people show enthusiasm while enrolling the course, but I want you to maintain that enthusiasm. Learning is not easy. Skilling is even more difficult. You need to be perseverant. You need to be resilient. If you're able to do this, have patience. And some time back, somebody told me, decisions decide your destiny, right? All of us make decisions. You have made one decision of enrolling into this program. But what if you're going to learn generative AI for business decisions? It's going to help you a lot in your professions. Maybe you can use it to some extent even in your personal life. So I want to thank you all and wish you good luck. And once again, I want to see you all attending these classes live. I already saw some people asking whether it is recorded. Nothing like attending live, right? So please ensure, block your calendars, tell your bosses, tell everyone in the family, I'm not available on these days. My calendar is blocked. Wish you good luck and thank you so much for inviting. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Yogesh Bhatt, for your invaluable support and insights. We truly appreciate Masai School's contribution to making this course a success. I thank all our guests for such inspiring and encouraging words. We at IIM Mumbai will continue to add more value to business and help them make their presence felt globally. Now, I invite our faculty coordinator, Professor Rosalind Shahu, for vote of thanks.
Thank you, everyone, and a very good evening, everybody. As we conclude the inaugural ceremony, I, Dr. Rosalind, one of the faculty coordinators, would like to take this opportunity in expressing our heartfelt gratitude to everyone whose efforts laid the groundwork of this unique course. At first, I would like to thank Professor David Sinchidevi for kindly accepting our invitation to lead this course after completing various courses with us. Thank you, sir. We are sure that our participants look forward to learning from your unique teaching style with diverse case studies and practical examples. Again, thank you, Professor David, for your association with us. We feel privileged to have you with us. We are thankful to our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. K. Ganesh, Partner and Global Lead of Manufacturing and Supply Chain Center of Competence at McKinsey & Company, for taking time out from his hectic schedule and gracing the event with his valuable presence, inspiring us with his profound insights. We thank you, Dr. Ganesh, for providing us with a perfect start of our journey with this course. That is, he talked about the generative AI. We extend our sincere gratitude to the guest of honor, Dr. Nitin Seth, Director, Indo-French Center for Promotion of Advanced Research. We feel honored to have heard enlightening words from you, sir. Thank you very much for coming forth with your support for IIM Mumbai and sharing words of encouragement. Looking forward to further meaningful interactions in the future with you, sir. We would also like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed teacher, Professor Tadeusz Sorvik from Reykjavik University, Iceland, for sharing his invaluable insights, which enriched our understanding and added great value to our discussion. We would also like to extend our sincere gratitude to our esteemed partners, National Skill Development Corporation, for their valuable partnership and support. Additionally, we express our heartfelt thanks to our Edtech partner, Masai, and the people associated from that for their collaboration and enhancing the learning experience for our participants. Most importantly, we are truly grateful to all our course participants for their involvement in this course. We are dedicated to your success and hope you make the most of the learning opportunity. We are extremely grateful to our respected director, Sir Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari, under whose visionary leadership and guidance the launch of this course has been possible. We also thank the Institute Authority, all the deans, faculty members, officers, staff members for having mobilized all the resources needed for this program. We are also grateful to the entire IIM Mumbai community, including faculty, students, for their continued encouragement and support. Really appreciate our faculty coordinators, Professor Rofin, Professor Maheshwar, Professor Jasashri, Professor Ramesh, Professor Amit, Professor Deepan, Professor Ronnie, and Professor Nikhil for their excellent coordination and management of the course. Lastly, we offer our heartfelt thanks to all the committed student coordinators who played an integral role in ensuring smooth execution of the course. Devankit, Anubhav, Harsh, Vijaya, and Vatsala. Furthermore, we express our sincere thanks to the dedicated social media group and IT support team for ensuring seamless operation with this course. We feel greatly proud of our entire team and we aim to continue to add value to this course and all future courses for our participants. Thank you all. all once again for attending the inaugural ceremony. We eagerly look forward to an enriching and impactful journey together in this course. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Before ending the session, I request everyone to turn on their cameras for a group photograph. Thank you, everyone. We have a short break announcement. We will break for 10 minutes and I request all participants to join back before the lecture with Professor David sir. Thank you, everyone. And we also have some announcements to make. It is mandatory for everyone, all the external attendees, to have 75% attendance throughout this course and attempt 3 out of 5 quizzes to successfully complete this global online certification course and receive your certificates. Please do not forward the invites to any other unauthorized, unregistered participants, and that will be complete violation of the rules. Thank you, everyone. We hope to have you back within 10 minutes.
So dear participants, just wait for 5-10 minutes, then Professor David will come and start the class. But one thing I would like to brief you that he normally prefer to say teach for 10 minutes, then invite some question answers. So you are most welcome to write your questions on the chat box, and some important and what you call interesting questions will be taken up. And quite likely possible that some of your question may not be taken for discussion, but that does not mean that you should discuss. Some other time your question may be taken, but it will not be continuous teaching and then evaluate, then question is last. Every after 10 minutes or 5-7 minutes, so David will interact with you through questions on your chat box. So kindly feel free to write some interesting questions, and then we will see that how these questions are being connected with the current topic, particularly what he is covering. And then based on that, we will invite answers from him and keep on going like this. So thank you very much for coming in large number to attend this course, and we'll meet you after, say, 10-minute time. Thank you.